Welcome back everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 2018 Lotus Exige Cup 430. So this now has 1,215 horsepower, 833 pounds-feet of torque, from a 5.7 litre twin turbocharged V10 engine, and it now weighs 2,452 pounds, has all-wheel drive, and it can earn a 0 to 60 in 2.354 seconds, and 0 to 100 in 5.452 seconds. So we've had 3 other Lotus vehicles on this series so far, with the original, well I say the original, the 1980 Lotus Esprit Turbo, the Esprit V8 from the early 2000s, and the Evija electric hypercar as well. The Evija there being the fastest at 284 miles an hour, the Esprit V8 doing 279, and the Esprit Turbo from the 80s doing 260. So yeah, hopefully it's not going to be the slowest of the 4 that we've now taken out on this series, but considering how much downforce it's still got, we unfortunately can't remove the rear wing, although I have been able to reduce that downforce. I've also been able to reduce the downforce up front due to swapping out into a new bumper. Now the new bumper does generate more downforce in its stock form, but because you are able to tune the downforce that it generates, I have been able to reduce it to below what the original bumper was producing. So theoretically we do have a lot less downforce acting on this car, and obviously it's got a lot more power, so it should hopefully be pretty quick in a straight line. So yeah, but nonetheless, let's get out there and see what this car can do. Yeah, properly quick in terms of acceleration. The handling is a little bit iffy because there is more downforce being generated at the front than at the rear. So the rear does feel a little loose, where the front feels a little heavy. So hopefully that won't impact us too badly. It will when we hit a little bump and then we spear off into the back of a Renault 5 Turbo. So yeah, the handling is not as sharp or as direct as the original car, but we are now not going to be the slowest Lotus even, as we are quicker than the Esprit Turbo. That's 270, still some way off the V8 Esprit and the Evija though, unfortunately. Obviously the front is not helped by the fact it's got all-wheel drive now. You need it to make the most of the horsepower, but handling wise the front has been compromised by the all-wheel drive system as well. That's 271. Any more than that. Now we will gain speed down here due to the aid of gravity, but it's about what the car can do under its own steam. So yeah, but it's interesting to see what they can do with a bit of gravity. That's 272, 3, 4. And now we're scrubbing that speed back off again. What are we going to hold? Looking at 271. 271 mile an hour, so yeah, third best Lotus out of 4, which obviously isn't particularly great. I would have liked it to have been even quicker than the Esprit V8, considering I really like that car, but that car was still also pretty damn sharpish. So yeah, 271 miles an hour does at least mean it's quicker than the POW from the previous episode, but then again most cars have been. But that also means we match the likes of some serious competition like the Ferrari Monza SP2, the Nissan GT-R Nismo, the Audi RS7 Sportback, as well as a Toyota, no, not a Toyota Serra, that is not a serious competition, a Nissan Z Nismo, and we're slightly behind the Lamborghini Huracan Performante, as well as an Aventador SVJ, and a Jaguar XJ220S TWR, but to only be a mile an hour behind those formidable vehicles is pretty good. But we're also quicker than other series competition like the BMW M5 CS, BMW Z4 Roadster, Lamborghini Huracan STO, a Schuppen 962 CR, Lamborghini Essenza SV12, a Hennessy Camaro Exorcist, and a Porsche 911 GT3R. So yeah, pretty damn sharpish in comparison to some cars, quicker than other vehicles that have had a lot more power as well. I guess the fact it doesn't weigh all that much is certainly helping in that matter, but the downforce on this car is ultimately what has killed its ability to go any faster. If we could remove the downforce completely at the front and get rid of the rear spoiler completely, yeah, this could easily have been nudging 280 at the very least. So yeah, but that's a bit of a shame. But still, the car overall performed well in terms of acceleration and top speed. although like I said, the handling has been greatly compromised to make it as quick as it can be on this series. So yeah, certainly prefer the car in terms of driving it in its stock form. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.